Welcome to Dog Facts Funny. Here, we explore the emotional world of dogs, slowly, honestly, and with respect for the bond they share with humans. Have you ever noticed how your dog seems less attached to the house itself and more attached to you? It's not just loyalty or habit. For many dogs, home isn't a place with walls and furniture. Home is a presence, and very often, that presence is you. Dogs are social animals shaped by thousands of years of living alongside humans. When they bond deeply, they don't anchor themselves to locations. They anchor themselves to a person. And when that happens, their behavior begins to reveal something profound. Today, we're exploring 5 clear signs your dog doesn't just live with you, they see you as home. Sign 1. Settling where you are. One of the clearest signs appears when your dog chooses where to rest. Dogs often circle, sniff, and adjust before lying down, a behavior rooted in ancient survival instincts. But when your dog consistently settles near you, at your feet, beside your chair, or just close enough to feel your presence, that choice is intentional. In the wild, resting near the pack leader meant warmth, protection, and safety. When your dog chooses you as their resting point, they are saying your presence is enough to relax their nervous system. To a dog, sleep only comes where safety is guaranteed. And if that place is near you, then you are home. Sign 2. Leaning, touching, and body contact. Dogs don't rely on scent marking the way cats do, but they communicate closeness through physical contact. A dog that leans against your leg, rests their head on you, or presses their body into yours is seeking regulation and reassurance. This behavior mirrors how puppies stay close to their mother and littermates. Physical contact tells a dog their pack is intact and nearby. When your dog chooses touch without being asked, it's not dependency. It's trust expressed through closeness. Likewise, dog owners also may took their positive energies from dog to human. This is clear mutual benefit, and only professional and cultivated dog owners may get it. Sign 3. Following you from room to room. If your dog follows you everywhere, it's easy to think they're being needy. But in reality, this behavior comes from deep social bonding. Dogs evolved to move with their group. Staying close wasn't about curiosity, it was about survival. When your dog shadows you through the house, they are keeping their home within sight. You are their reference point. As long as you're nearby, the world feels manageable. Sign 4. Using you as a base in new environments. Take your dog somewhere unfamiliar and watch carefully what happens. They may step forward slowly, nose close to the ground, absorbing new smells and sounds. But no matter how curious they seem, their attention keeps drifting back to you. A glance, a pause, a return to your side. Each one is a quiet check-in. This behavior isn't hesitation or fear. It's something psychologists call secure base attachment. Your dog feels safe enough to explore because they know you are close. Your presence lowers their stress, giving them the confidence to move outward instead of retreating. In these moments, you are not simply walking beside them. You are functioning as their point of emotional reference. When the world feels uncertain, your dog measures safety by your distance, your tone, and your calm. That is how bravery is built for a dog, not through pressure or commands, but through trust. When they know they can return to you at any moment, the unknown becomes manageable, and that's when exploration turns into confidence. Sign 5. Staying close during stress or fear. Thunderstorms, fireworks, sudden loud sounds that seem to come from nowhere. When the environment changes without warning, a dog's instincts surface immediately. Fear sharpens their senses, and in those moments, their behavior becomes honest and revealing. Some dogs hide, others freeze. But if your dog chooses to move closer to you, resting against your leg, lying at your feet, or simply staying within arm's reach, they are making a powerful decision. They are choosing presence over escape. In those moments, your dog is not looking for commands or solutions. They are looking for regulation. Your breathing, your stillness, your familiar voice all signal whether the situation is survivable. If you remain calm, their nervous system begins to settle. This level of trust cannot be taught. It isn't built through obedience or routines alone. It forms slowly through consistency, protection, and emotional reliability. through countless moments when nothing went wrong and your dog learned they were safe with you. When fear arrives and your dog stays, that choice says everything. It means that in a world that suddenly feels unsafe, you are still home. What it truly means to be home to a dog. When a dog sees you as home, it goes beyond affection. It means you are their stability, their reference point, and their sense of belonging. Dogs don't measure safety by walls or rooms. They measure it by heartbeats, voices, and familiar movements. Being home to a dog means showing up the same way every day. Calm when they're unsure, steady when they're afraid, present without conditions. When a dog chooses you as home, they are not just attached. They are anchored, and that is one of the deepest bonds a dog can offer. When a dog sees you as home, it has very little to do with where they sleep or which house they live in. It's about where their body softens, where their breathing slows, where alertness fades into ease. Home, for a dog, is not defined by walls or rooms, but by the presence that allows their nervous system to finally rest. Dogs experience the world through safety first. They are always scanning, reading tone, movement, and emotional shifts. When they are near the person who makes the world feel predictable, their vigilance lowers. Muscles loosen. Tension fades. In that calm, they are no longer managing the environment. They are simply being. Unlike humans, dogs don't form deep attachments to places or routines on their own. They attach to people who remain consistent, who respond with patience instead of frustration, and who stay emotionally steady when situations become confusing or intense. When your dog chooses to follow you from room to room, rest near you without being called, or seek you out during moments of stress, they are showing you where their sense of safety truly lies. This is not dependence. It is trust built through experience. Your dog has learned, over time, that being close to you brings regulation instead of chaos. That your presence doesn't demand anything from them. It simply offers stability. Being home to a dog is not a title you give yourself. It's something that's earned quietly, through hundreds of small moments that may never feel important at the time. Moments when you stayed calm, when you protected instead of corrected, when you were there without needing anything in return. And when a dog gives you that role, they are offering something rare. Not obedience, not attachment, but belonging. One of the deepest bonds a dog is capable of forming. A bond that says, without words, this is where I am safe, and this is where I choose to stay. If today's episode touched you, the next one will go even deeper. Because many dogs don't just see their human as home. They see them as family in the most instinctive sense. In our next episode, we'll explore why dogs often see their human as their pack leader, and sometimes even as a parental figure. The signs are subtle, emotional, and often misunderstood. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss it. Because understanding your dog doesn't just change their behavior. It changes the bond forever.